Q&A. Common questions. Are you afraid of animals when sleeping outdoors? No, I'm not. We have no dangerous animals around here. And the bears are quite rare and they avoid people. So there's nothing really to be afraid of. And as all fears, they can be cured with knowledge. Is it dangerous to hike alone? Well, as with everything in life, there are risks, of course, but all risks can be managed. You can manage risks with knowledge, of course, experience, and never taking any risks, never gamble with anything. So I wouldn't say it's dangerous to hike alone, no. As long as you have some common sense and some knowledge, then it's quite safe. Why do you put the air mat at the bottom when you sleep outdoors? When I sleep outdoors in the winter, when the ground is frozen, I usually have 3 summer pads, 1 air mat and 2 cell foam pads. And it's quite simple. You should always have the warmest pad on top, close to the body. And my air mat is quite cold. It has the lowest R value. So my cell foam pads are warmer. And that's why I have them on top. And my air mat is also quite rugged, so it won't break. Isn't it cold to sleep without a tent? It's the sleeping bag that keeps you warm. The tent gives you shelter from wind and rain. Maybe it's a tad warmer inside the tent, but it's not a big difference. When the weather is calm and clear, you won't notice any difference. So I actually prefer sleeping without a tent. And I save quite a lot of weight to leave the tent at home, which is a good thing. Which sleeping bag do you have? I have 2 Western mountaineering bags. One very warm bag called Lynx, and one for the rest of the year called Ultralight, which I really like, those bags, down bags. Which stove do you use? Well, I have a few stoves. This one is a firebox stove. It's good to have when you want to fire, provide some heat, burn some wood. But when I want to go very light on a longer trip, I have a gas stove. And I also have an alcohol stove from Trangia, which I use quite a lot. It's very reliable, easy to use. It's not the same effect as gas or wood, but it works quite well. What brand is the coffee kettle? This is a Trangia 27. They have a 25 also, it's bigger. So this is the small one. I think this one is 18 years old or something. Still going strong. How do you record the audio? If I want to make it simple and go light, I only have one mic, external, that I put on top of the camera. But if I want to get the maximum audio quality, then I also have a separate stereo rig with 2 mics, recording to a separate recorder. And I try to record as much sound as I can when I have this stereo rig of the ambience, birds, running water, wind, everything that could be useful, that I can use in my final video to build up the ambience, the sound of the outdoors. It really adds a lot to the feeling. Why don't you make longer videos? Well, I am trying. It's not easy. The way I make my videos, I have a certain pace and style that I try to keep. And making them longer is very difficult. If I want to maintain that style, then it's almost impossible. I have really tried. Those are some of the most common questions that I get. But if you have more questions, you just drop them in the comments field and I'll try to answer them. And thanks for watching. Thanks for following my channel and my small adventures in the northern Swedish nature. We have a nice outdoor summer season ahead. Hopefully some really great adventures and videos coming.